So to get started on the look, I've already prepped and primed my eyelids from Lid to Browbone using Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. I'm going to take NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and we're just going to place this towards the back of the Browbone arch and the inner tear duct as well. And then just using the warmth of my finger, I'm just going to blend that out. I'm going to take NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Rocky Mountain Green, and we're going to place that all over the eyelid, and we're going to blend that one out as well. I'm going to take the Sugarpill Sweetheart palette, and we're going to go into Midori, which is just that bright green. I'm going to pick it up on my Delum Tools brush, the 777, which is just a medium to small shader brush. And we're going to pat that all over the base. You could skip the base if you want, because these shadows are so pigmented. I just really want it to have a very, very intense green pop. So we're going to pat that all over the majority of the eyelid. And I'm going to leave about this much space open, a little bit of the Rocky Mountain Green and just a little bit of the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk to keep the eyelid kind of bright. I'm going to take the Sugarpill Chromalust. All the Chromalusts are vegan and I'm working on collecting them. I'm going to take Junebug, which is just kind of a loose pigment version of Club. So it's super, super gorgeous. And we're going to tap into the outer corner using that same paddle brush just to add some shimmer and some depth with green. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild matte palette and we're going to go into this Browbone shade and, sorry, not the Browbone shade. I'm going to go into the eyelid shade, which is this medium peachy color. And we're just going to use a blender brush and we're going to go into the crease. I'm just going to blend out that eyelid shade a little bit and just start creating dimension in the crease. Now I'm going to put on this Browbone shade, which is the sort of nudie color. And then the Crease shade, which is this dark brown color. And if you don't have the Sugarpill palette, you could always take Midori here. Or yeah, this could be sort of like Midori. We're just going to blend out the outer corner. And just sort of move it into the crease for depth. Then you can always blend back, following up in the inner crease where the brown and the peach meet, just to give it a smooth look. And then just retouch the Browbone with that peachy shade just to give it a nice polished look. So that's definitely what I like to do when blending, is just to sort of touch everything up when adding darkness. I'm going to take another Chromalust, which is the Goldilux Chromalust, one of probably their most popular shade. It's just a really, really intense gold color. I'll have to do a blog post review of my Chromalust collection. But in that inner portion where I mentioned not touching it with the Midori, just so that the Chromalust sticks a little bit better, that's where we'll be placing the Goldilux. And just sort of smooth it out as best you can, which is pretty easy. These shadows are pretty soft. Now I'm going to go back in with Junebug, and we're going to take a blender. I'm afraid my MAC 224 is already kind of falling apart, but that's okay, because I already have cruelty-free backups. But I'm going to take a little bit of Junebug. And we're just going to blend that out with the e.l.f. mineral brush in the crease, which is just, like I said, a dupe of Club. There's a dupe of Club also in the Wet n Wild Comfort palette, so you can always take that instead. And then just to sort of keep everything really smooth and easily blended out, we're just going to take a little bit more of that crease color. And I'm just going to start in the outer corner of the crease and then just sort of re-blend back in a little bit of the brown. And then do the same thing with the peach. Now with the arch of the brow bone, just to keep everything really smooth, I'm going to go in with Sugarpill's Tako, but like I said, you can take the Wet n Wild matte palette. There's a white in there. I'm just going to take this because I find it a bit pigmented, a bit more pigmented. And in case you don't have the matte palette, you can always take the Vanity palette for all those browns. Depends on you. You could take any colors. All these colors can be found in a multitude of brands. But I'm just going to place that under the arch, the Tako color, with a paddle brush. And that'll just sort of ease out the arch of the brow bone and the brow highlight. And then for the inner tear duct, we're going to be taking a bit of that white color, placing that over the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and then using the edges of that paddle brush, I'm going to start blending it up towards the arch, just to give it a really smooth, polished finish going towards the nose. I'm going to take a little bit of Sugarpill's Lumi, which is just this really pretty white, and it's got this sort of green iridescent sparkle in it. So you're going to see that when we put it on, and we're just going to use the paddle brush and place it into the arch of the brow bone. This part's optional. This is more of just kind of like a slightly denser pigment version of MAC's Reflex Teal. And I'm also going to place this in the inner tear duct as well. And if you have to retouch Goldilux, you may have to. You already know how to do that with the paddle brush. And I'm going to take Urban Decay 24/7 Gold Liquid Liner in Baked, and we're just going to roll that on the waterline. And on the lower lash line as well, and then if you need to, just kind of fluff it out with your finger. Now for what may feel like the obvious, setting it with Goldilux, and we're just going to place that on top of the water, or not the water line, don't place it on top of the water line just in case. We're just going to be placing it on the lower lash line. But this should also help prevent the gold from staying in place. I actually noticed that the baked liner I have actually doesn't remove 100% easily, which is a good thing. It stays in place pretty well, even though it's a light color. And then and then I'm going to take a little bit of Junebug, and we're going to place that on the lower lash line in the outer portion, and then just sort of fluff that out. Move it into Goldilux as best you can. I'm going to take the 24/7 waterproof liquid liner from Urban Decay in Perversion, and we're just going to line the upper lash line. I'm going to draw a little tail out to the end. I'm going to take the Dorado liner, which is the same thing, but gold. This one is kind of like MAC's Pure Show. It's actually got a little bit more grit and glitter than the Perversion. And we're just going to start in the middle and just sort of flick it out. Now I'm going to take the Pumpkin and Poppy Cosmetics. This is the Oak Bark Contouring Powder. And I'm going to take a little bit of that on my e.l.f. stippling brush. I'm already wearing the Pumpkin and Poppy Mineral Cosmetics as a setting powder. And then my foundation base, I always like to do liquid, but it's the Luminous Wear. So we're just going to start smoothing on the Oak Bark, just for really light sort of natural contour. And I always do it towards the back of the hairline, just a little bit right here, not the whole kind of fishy face detail. Now for blush, I'm going to take the Pumpkin and Poppy blush in Clementine. They don't actually come in these bags, these are just samples. This is just supposed to be a light matte peach. I'm going to take Ice Princess as our highlighter, which is also from Pumpkin and Poppy Cosmetics. This is from the Christmas in Gotham collection. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and we're just going to stroke this on the back. This has got like a red and a silver sparkle to it. I'm just taking it because it's a little less dense and has a little less teal sparkle than the Sugarpill and Lumi. I've already pre-conditioned my lips with the EOS Lip Balm in Strawberry Sorbet. Now I'm just lining my lips and filling them in with Mary Kay's lip liner in Cinnamon. And then the Mary Kay cream lipstick, and this is in Pink Satin. This is kind of a nudie cool tone pink, or sorry, nudie warm pink. And then the Pumpkin and Poppy First Ever Moisturizing Lip Gloss in Miss Kitty. This is part of the Christmas in Gotham collection. It smells really good. I can't quite tell what that is, but it smells really good. Alright, so that completes the look. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.